Oh, my name is Raymond Jim. I'm the Navajo and also the president of the Northern Shiprock Agency Veterans Organization. The reason why we established this organization is there's a tax that would be deducted from the state of New Mexico, and the state of New Mexico did attain taxes from us while we were in the service. Recently, there was a bill that was passed, 541, but the way it was passed, it was unfair and unjust. Let me give you one example. That one example, they used a code, RS code, this 6621. They said they're going to use that interest to pay us back. But what that interest, 6621, is only dealing with overpayment and underpayment. But we're dealing with improper tax that was taken away from us. And the second one, they said, we're going to negotiate. But they said that they did negotiate with each tribe. The way I know that each tribe did not confirm with the negotiation. And also I know that the state of New Mexico legislature don't have authority to negotiate. And also the Bill of Richardson doesn't have authority to negotiate. Only the state attorney general has the authority. So the way everything was fixed, we're dealing with something is tough, and we've been railroaded, in other words. And that's why we like to reconsider.
What service were you in?
I was drafted in the Army from 1968 to 1972.
Where did you serve?
In overseas.
How old were you?
The time when I was drafted, I was only 19 years old.
What's the nature of your disability?
I have, the time when I came back, I had a PTSD. And I went through a lot of, I guess you can call it hell. At that time, the government didn't know what a PTSD was. And I went through a lot of mental health for almost 10 years, rehabilitate myself.
How are you doing now?
Well, up to this day, my joint's been replaced. I got new ball joints in here. And also I had a head injury, but I'm dealing with it right now too. And also I applied my service connected. I think my service connected has finally been approved in Washington, D.C.
Okay, what's your name?
My name is Morris Johnson. I'm from Northern Navajo Agency, Navajo Nation, which is situated in Shiprock, New Mexico.
Morris, what service were you in?
I was in the United States Marine Corps from 1962 to 1965. I landed in Vietnam in March 1965. We were the 1st Marine Battalion in Vietnam.
So what's the nature of your disability?
I was wounded with mortar in both legs and the chest, and that's affecting my nerves now.
Did you get treatment for it?
I get treatment at the Albuquerque Medical Center. And I was also diagnosed with PTSD in 1998. I worked in the private sector for 14 years, and I worked in the Navajo Nation tribal government for 18 years. And all during those years, I guess I had PTSD and I didn't realize it.
How are you doing now?
I'm doing better now. I went to a treatment center in Denver, Colorado, a VA Medical Center. And I also have 2 sons who were in the Marine Corps. One served in the Desert Storm, and we lost him a couple years ago. He died from an illness that he suffered for 10 years. We didn't know exactly what happened to him. And to this day, many of the Desert Storm veterans, they don't have benefits yet. And they're still fighting to get their benefits. Then my other son, he was in the Marine Corps. He was in Somalia when they first the Marines landed, and he tells me that when he landed on the beach at night, all kinds of floodlights came on, and here was all the news people on the beach photographing them. And he said this when he saw Tom Brokaw, and he said that made the landing, he had mixed feelings about it. So I got involved with this tax settlement issue about 2 or 3 years ago. Prior to that, I couldn't help because of my health. And one thing that was pointed out or mentioned by Mr. Jim is that the passage of 541, it was very arbitrary, very unconstitutional. They suppressed the rights of the veteran, and that bill was practically almost, in my terms, railroaded through, and we didn't have very little input on it, particularly when there was records by Department of Justice opinion that said the state and the Department of Defense violated the rights of Native American veterans by improperly taxing them. We tried to raise this issue in the legislative process, but they wouldn't listen. So we don't understand where a legal opinion that says they broke the law was never addressed in the legislative process. And one of the things that at the beginning of this 541s, they promised us that a permanent veteran trust fund would be established to help address the wrongs that was done for future veterans. So that's why we're pursuing our legal avenues after exhausting all the legislative remedies. And I know it's going to take time to get this done, but we hope that as we express and try to get our message out, that we will get support from across the country. Thank you.